I just unleashed a plague onto my world. Hello, and welcome back to Monotonous Minecraft, episode 101. Today, I can't believe I'm saying this, building another iron farm. I've built this one at least twice, maybe more. I'm going to build another one. But first, we're going to try to fix this one just by adding some workstations to the villagers I have trapped in here. Will it work? Seems unlikely, but might as well give it a shot. Okay, well, I don't remember how many people are in here, but I think 10 should be a good. Well, the only real way to try is to, or check, is to come down here, remove all the iron I've left in these, and see what happens. Alright, here we are at a chunk for my iron farm. Out here, on the edge of the jungle, middle of nowhere, and it has to be out here because of the mechanics. You don't want any kind of village mechanic thing within 96 blocks in any direction. So no beds, no workstations, I don't know, some other stuff maybe. And as in most things Bedrock, you want a chunk. Everything wants to be, nothing crosses chunk borders because this version is so buggy for chunk borders, it's insane. So at first I was going to do it out there, you see, I built a little platform and everything. And then, why didn't I do that? Oh, yeah, because I learned a lesson in the last iron farm, don't build in an ocean. I don't want a fish farm, I want an iron farm. So this should still technically be jungle, so I won't get any fish. Or drowned at night. Jesus, are annoying. But we will get little kitties. Hi, little kitty. Oh, you cutie kitty. Come here, kitty. So you can't see it, but way over there by the lightsaber, there's a little jut of land, a couple of blocks, and standing between it and me, this idiot. Go away, idiot. Okay, let's swim over there. So I'm going to build a border at 100 blocks in each direction, except for that direction because there's a wall there and there's nothing on the other side of that wall that I need to worry about. Boop. And because I've already had like 2 or 3 working iron farms in this world already in previous versions, I'm totally going to flex and build it out of iron. So yeah, the first thing I do is I've got these little markers 100 blocks out from the edge here, over there. There's one in the middle of the jungle, and then it'll just go to the edge of the world because on the other side of that wall is just more ocean, so it won't be big of a deal. So basically, it'll be doing this for quite a while. Alright, I've spent some time cleaning this up, and it's really time to get this started. I don't have a lot of time to do this in, and I just remembered I have to capture 20 specific types of villagers, and I hope I can do it. So this is just my general area. So this is my ground level, which is where I'm going to put my chest and hoppers and whatnot. So boop boop, shoop a doop, beep beep. I'm a sheep. Beep beep. I'm a sheep. My kids make me watch a lot of videos. So we got our collection system in here. We don't do it that way. So obviously I'm going to have to clear a lot more of this out. Whoa. This is the center of the chunk. Because I'm building Prowl's design with built-in villager trading, it won't actually fit in one chunk. If you want a truly one chunk one, basically a truly functionally a one chunk one, go look at Silent Whispers. I'll have the links to both of them. But the business part of this will all be in one chunk. You can kind of see a white line with the iron that goes all the way around. So let me clean up some more of this garbage around here and get the rest of this collection, the death chamber, as I like to call it, I guess, done. And we'll jump back in. You know, I figure, why bother ruining this opportunity to be able to build easily here? So we build out 7. And I'm kind of doing it, my color schemes, if you can't tell, are purple and green. I know that the gold farm is already kind of purpley, but you know, these colors really pop against each other. I think they look good. And as long as iron golems can spawn on these 2 blocks, I'll be fine. I hope they can spawn on these 2 blocks. I want to be fine. I've also got some purple glazed terracotta to use here and there, but I'm really concerned that nothing will spawn on those. I think they will, but anyway, I'll use those for the non-spawning pads. So here we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we build 2, 3, and we make the square just like this all the way around. Whoa, that gave me a headache. Sorry about that. Well, that's just pretty. You can barely see the differences between these layers. So here's the layer of the 7s. I've got the more signs up here. I think I saw these signs down here are to hold lava. These signs are to hold back water here. You can do it a different way so that you use less signs. You'll have to use 1 of these instead of 3. I'd like all my signs to line up so they look pretty. So that's what I do. And then classic water mechanics. You've got the block here and these, and it'll flow down there. Bloop, 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 bloop. So now, let's see. Give me some of these. We need to build up the next layer, which will be 5 up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it a gap of 5? Group. It's a gap of 5. That's all I needed for these. No. What I needed was me to pay attention. That is not in the cards. There. Okay, so at this level, we do the same basic thing, but this one's going to be more of our standard. So we make the circle around here. Here, let me just start. I do not have enough blocks. I went through and I grabbed, I'm trying to think about how much gold I went through to get more Crine Obsidian, and I think I went through like 4 stacks of gold ingots and got less than a stack of Crine Obsidian from it. So this is the rest of this build is going to be a little bit heavy on the wool, but that's okay. I'm trying to randomize it as much as possible, but human brains aren't very good at randomization. So there's always going to be patterns you're going to see here and there, but yeah, I'm doing okay. So from this point, you count this as 1, you go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we'll do a lip like we did down there. Whoops. Then we'll jump to our death because I wasn't paying attention. Break that, save blocks. So we'll do this all the way around, and we'll do the same things in the corner. We'll put the 3-block thing because you put the water here. Skip it. If you haven't seen other videos where so many of these farms, especially on Bedrock, are going to be these water trays. Get used to these water trays if you want to build farms. That's all I got to say. So I'm going to go ahead, build this next level, and then we'll start to get to actual fun bits. And then after that, it'll be the less fun bits because it'll be moving villagers. While I was gathering some gold and waiting for stuff to just generate, I managed to steal a couple of villagers from the desert village and shove them over here so they could repopulate the earth. How many of these little kids we got here? 4, 7 kids already? Boy, you guys are really working at it. This is just a random build I have that's kind of far away from other villages. I put 20 beds in here. The green ones I'll eventually take up and take over to the farm. I'll use some sort of rail system to get them over there, probably once they're adults. I mean, the farm won't work until they're adults, but I could fill it before they are. It doesn't really matter. We can wait at the back end. But anyway, that was a fun thing, and it'll be even more fun getting them back because I'm super far away. And here we have our second level done. I wanted more of the crying obsidian, but I can't. I don't have the time to try to get more crying obsidian. I've already used so much of it, and I moved it around. So anyway, the next step is we got to put in platforms for the villagers. They are going to be, yes, I'm using iron because flex. And then I immediately use it wrong. So that's good. They need to be at this level. So we're going to build this all the way around 2 different sides. It's just 3 out at this level, wrapped around this corner. Okay, now that we've got the platform in these 2 sides, we're going to build up the slots for the villagers. And it'll just be every other block here. Alright, now we're going to put glass in here to hold in the villagers. And then once we're done with the 20 spots for the villagers, each one of these spaces here, we're going to put water just on the bottom. Because Java has its, double carpet trick. And Bedrock has the keep the villagers' feet wet trick. And the trick is to make sure that they don't lose connection to their beds or to their workstations. Because apparently villagers be stupid. Now for the back of these walls, I'm going to use lights. I happen to like sea lanterns, and it's going to be useful to have these kept lit so that nothing nasty spawns up here and kills our villagers. In fact, I'm going to throw one right there too. With the water in place in all those spots, it's time to start moving our villagers over. So I'm going to build my rail, spend a little bit of time in that villager section, try to get them bred up, and I'll just keep moving them over one by one until we're all filled in. I just unleashed a plague onto my world. So after wrestling with these stupid villagers, I finally got one in the far chamber there. So what I've done is I've covered them all up, and I've just got my track going all the way here, and I'm going to work from this side back. And here's the setup I have to drop them in there. So there's where they go. There's the water. And basically, so the first time I didn't have these sidewalls up, he escaped, had to kill him. Stupid villager. But basically the idea is that it rolls up here. Their head gets stuck in here. The minecart gets broken on the cactus and they fall down. The first one did take a little damage, so I mean, if they die on you, they die on you. You just keep breeding more until you get them all. I think I've got most of the escapees trapped in boats. Another one is trapped in a minecart. So I might drag him a little bit closer since I've got him in boats, and then worry about doing the minecart stuff when I get close. In the meantime, I still need to breed up a whole bunch of them. I think I don't even have enough for the first half. So let me go back to my task, and we'll check back in once I've got all these fools in place. I expect it to take hours. Well, that's about all I have time for this episode. We'll make this a part 1 of part 2. Woo! It's going to take me way too long to capture those villagers. I've already, on the 3rd slot, I've killed 2 villagers already trying to get them. So I don't know if it's speed or if I change the design somehow, but I'm going to be spending some time, getting those in there. So hopefully, in the first part of part 2, we'll have them all in there. So anyway, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. Sorry we didn't get to finish it, but sometimes time gets away from you. This is not, in general, it's an easy build. Like, the build part is easy. The rest of this will be easy. It's just getting the villagers in place. You can't finish the build without them in place. I'm also concerned because one of them picked up a profession, and it should lose it because I didn't trade with it at all. But who knows? Maybe Bedrock works differently because that's how Bedrock does things. So we'll see how that works. I may have to axe them and get them anew, but the other ones that I've gotten all the way to the farm haven't been a problem at all. So who knows? So I'm going to sit here and collect some gold, go edit this video, and hopefully have a good night. As always, like, comment, subscribe. I'll talk to y'all later.